Hi, kids. Welcome to our campfire here at the Dunbar house. This is Dunbar asked me to tell you guys a ghost story. Except it's not one that I made up or saw in a movie or read in a book. It happened to me. I was raised in Kentucky, and a friend of mine named Jim Jacobson, we called him Jake, Big Jake. He had a farm out in the woods. There was some fields there, and that's where he raised corn for his father's cows. But Jake's father was going out of state, so he went to the farm where there was an old farmhouse, 2 stories, lots of windows, and a big broad door on a big front porch. And since he was leaving, he decided he wanted to board up that house so no one could get in there. So he went inside and he nailed boards across the windows from the inside. And then he nailed a board across the inside of the front door so that it could not be opened. And then he got out through the back and he nailed that up too. And a couple of weeks later, my friend Big Jake, he was out working in the corn and he noticed that the front door was open. And he wondered, what's that about? So on Friday night, Jake and I went out and we got what we always got on Friday nights, a gallon jug of root beer. And he said, let's go out to the old farm. I want to check that out to see why that door's open. And so we went out. And it was dark. And as we drove down the old dirt road, our headlights from his car were bouncing off all those windows. And it looked like there were candles in every window. There wasn't, but it looked that way. So we got up to the old house and we parked the car right in front. And we went through the gate. And Jim, Big Jake, pushed on the door. It didn't budge. And I said, what, are you getting too weak, Jake? And I hit it hard with my shoulder. And it was like running into a rock. It just wouldn't move. And then Jake, and like I said, he was a big guy. He hit it with his shoulder. He hit it hard. And the door did not budge. So we thought, well, maybe he was just imagining that the door had been open a couple of days before. So he turned around to leave, and I did too. And all of a sudden, I heard a creaking noise. Creak. And I looked behind me, over my shoulder, and that door was swinging open, slowly, almost as if somebody was behind there pulling it open. And I stared, and it was a dark, black opening, like looking into a hole at midnight. Jake saw it too. And in fact, it shook him up so bad that all I could feel was the wind of Jake running past me, back to the car. And that's when I saw the door open even wider. And I ran, and I beat Jake back to his own car. And we drove off as fast as we could, because we didn't understand what could have held that door against us. 2 full-grown young men, high schoolers, one of them 225 pounds and a football player. And me, I was skinny. But both of us hit that door hard. And yet it opened up slowly. We never did figure it out. We went back the next day, and the door was swinging open. And we looked all around to see if there was something that could have been holding it shut for us. But we couldn't find anything. We walked all through the house, in the upstairs where the narrow little windows were. And we walked down into the basement where there was nothing but a dirt floor. And we couldn't find anything. The way we figured, something that wasn't from this world, maybe a ghost, maybe something else, was holding that door shut. We never went back to that house at night. because ghosts are scary. So that's my ghost story. I hope you liked it.